Hey, welcome to episode 132, We Made It Podcast.
132.
Back in the building at We Made It Podcast on all social media. WeMadeItPodcast.com. Spotify, we're there. YouTube, we're there. Apple Podcasts, we're there.
Sure Dog, we're there.
Stitcher, we're there.
4chan, we're there.
8chan, we're there. Reddit, we're there. But yeah, we made it podcast.com. Back in the building. Last week we had to drop that best of 110 to 130. It was great. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. Just go to we made it podcast.com. Up on the right hand side of the website, you can see all the little icons for whatever joint you want to listen to it on. And then the Apple Podcast is right underneath in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just listen straight from the website. Makes it a little bit easier for us. But yeah, Caesar was good. You good?
Hey, I'm chilling. Let's get it.
Me and Caesar were playing a little FIFA earlier. You know what I mean? And then Caesar deleted his manager season on accident.
Only thing that matters to me in FIFA is my career mode.
Yeah, but Caesar
and I deleted it because I'm a speed mover.
Yeah, Caesar is literally can't not press a bunch of buttons all the time. Literally, you gotta press X.
At least I can use both my thumbs when I play, though.
Well, you know,
We're about to find out today if you can.
We're gonna go. Make sure you're following us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go. I'm gonna go try to attempt to play Apex Legends.
I'm gonna record it so people see.
Because Caesar and Tarek are on Twitch streaming Apex usually. Caesar at We Made It C's and your boy Tarek at Mufasa's Taquitos.
What a zero.
You can go to either of them and you can follow both of them and your boy and the homie that boy Serge, who I would love to have on the podcast one day. I don't know what we'll talk about. Maybe have another gaming episode. Maybe all four of us.
Wow, you can talk about gaming and streaming. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we have another esports
That'd be cool.
episode.
Get that boy Serge on here.
Yeah, you know, because we did have an esports episode number 72. It went hard. Caesar screamed at me and was aggressive with me.
I don't remember. I can't wait to hear it.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember anything.
This dude was screamed on me right in here. Literally aggressively screamed on me the first time.
I mean, you were on the record. It's really funny how you're over here promoting my stream account when you were here with our favorite surfer of all time, saying who would want to watch someone play video games. You quickly joined the team, sir.
My friends, yeah. I support my friends unlike you. You still haven't watched my Liverpool versus Man City recap.
Yes, I have actually. You have 2 views. One of them's me.
Tell me something I talked about.
I'm busy doing a show right now.
Exactly. Thank you. Anyway, I support my friends.
You called her for Mina.
I did not say that, actually. But yeah, we made it podcast.com. This week we're going to talk about a few things. It's international break right now, actually. So we're going to talk about Seattle Sounders winning the MLS Cup. We're going to...
Soundedly.
Oh, this guy is really funny. And we're going to talk about... your boy Mike Tyson, racism in Ukraine.
First of all, Mike Tyson? I was like, well, wait a minute.
Mike Tyson's chicken.
Quick blur about that. I'm really mad that his parents named after Mike Tyson too and spelled it like that.
Is he really named after Mike Tyson?
Yeah, he is.
That's a damn shame.
He might be Mike Tyson's kid. They might have meant the chicken.
It might be Mike Tyson's kid. He might have been down there in Brazil slanging.
Come on, dog.
So yeah, we're going to talk about Mike Tyson's racism in Ukraine situation. I was looking at the Euros qualifiers, and I'm going to propose something about restructuring the Euros, or restructuring the UEFA.
You're gonna hear it here first, as usual.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe. We're going to talk a little bit about Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez situation, even though. And then we're also going to talk about Goal.com's top 50. But yeah, let's start off. Did you watch the MLS Cup? Did you watch?
I did not watch the MLS Cup.
Watch highlights?
I did not watch the highlights.
Damn.
I watched the goals on Instagram.
Should we revoke his citizenship?
How many Americans were on that field though?
Oh, that's actually what I wanted to bring up. Actually,
so yeah, broken my citizenship.
Let me just say this though, even though we don't cover MLS hardly ever, Caesar and I have gone to see the Seattle Sounders play more than once.
Twice.
Yes.
Against Chivas USA and LA Galaxy in the MLS playoff match.
We did, and we were
trying to fight LA Galaxy fans.
We were repping so hard for Seattle.
We were.
Repping hard for MLS. We used to watch MLS a lot, and MLS did us wrong. That's why we stopped watching.
we were over here doing the Obafemi Martins chants
loudly. Actually, we went to go see Seattle Sounders practice in Pomona when they were practicing against UCLA.
First of all,
Caesar whipped the Chevy Volt.
I whipped the Chevy Volt, and it switched off electricity and the gas on the freeway smoothly.
Ooh.
We went all the way to Pomona to watch a free practice. I don't even know why we did that, but we did that, and I got a picture with Obafemi Martins that day.
Mm-hmm. Oba.
I just walked over there, and I was like, wow, he's really tiny. Obafemi Martins.
Relax.
He's very small.
Yeah, he's a short dude. He's a baller, though.
Baller.
But yeah, so don't ever flex on us about MLS. We're the originals, okay? But they didn't keep the promise to us, so we had to let them go. But yeah,
but they go somewhere I felt that was more valued.
Exactly, like the racism in Serie A and Spain.
At least it's passion.
Yeah, exactly, it's true. At least they will fight if you try. But yeah, I was wondering. I was like, damn, I wonder how many Americans were on the field for Seattle Sounders. There were 2. Can you guess? I feel like you can get them.
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay. I got this. Was it a striker?
Yes.
Jordan Morris.
Yes, and
this is tough. Wait, hold on.
Similar name to CR7. That's a big hint.
Okay. Okay, Stephen Frey is Swedish, so not him.
Danish.
He's Danish.
Or Swiss. I can't remember.
Okay, you don't even know.
Okay, that's too long. Christian Roldan.
Oh, yeah, Christian Roldan. Who's his brother on the field, too?
I don't know. But yeah, I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. It's 2 Americans on the pitch for a team that won an MLS Cup. They were talking about, is it a dynasty because they've won 2 MLS Cups in 4 years? I will propose something different. It's actually a dynasty for the region, Pacific Northwest, because since 2015, it's been either Seattle or Portland in the MLS Cup final.
It's been a dynasty for Cascadia.
Exactly.
Okay.
2/3 of it.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I can get down with that.
And I think that says something about that region.
The northwestern part of America is really investing a lot of money, time, and talent into soccer, and it's paying dividends.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It seems like those are the most passionate fans.
Yeah.
And,
they have the highest turnout probably average.
So, for whatever reason, like that region, Portland, Seattle, is getting into the MLS Cup finals. So, there's probably some reason why people want to go there because the fans and other things. And it's a beautiful area.
Beautiful.
But yeah, neither of us watched it. I actually recorded it, and then I was going to watch it, but then I was like, damn, we're not going to record for so long. Even though it was only going to be 2 days, I'm like, I don't really feel like watching it, so I just deleted it.
2 days? You said not for so long?
Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it. And then I saw that Josie Altidore wasn't starting. I was like, damn, dog.
Why?
I don't know. Some other dude started. He came in late and scored a goal for Toronto. It was kind of a cool.
Why is he starting?
I guess he's not good enough.
Maybe he can't run a mile.
Michael Bradley started.
How is he still playing soccer? It's been like 40 years. He's 39?
It's MLS.
Jesus. I thought he'd be like on Philadelphia Union by now.
Nah, I mean, him and Josie Altidore are still out there getting them checks, clearing them. But yeah, anybody who's really into MLS, I mean, I guess, this wasn't the segment for you.
I'm sorry. But congratulations, Seattle Sounders 3-1. I did want to see Sounders versus Atlanta United. It would have been doper to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have wanted to watch that instead, but it's all good.
Caesar's a fake Sounders fan.
You
actually liked them until they took Xbox off their jersey.
When they took Xbox and now they have Zully on there, and then they lost my boy Obafemi, I was kind of getting over it.
Yeah, Zulily or whatever.
I'm like, why are we... I don't want to see the cornerstone of the franchise be Jordan Morris. I'm like, hard pass right now.
Super random. The first person to ever talk to me about Seattle Sounders?
Oh.
Marwa Belkar.
What?
You remember her?
Hell yeah. Why did she talk to you about it?
Because we used to be cool, and she used to spend some time in Seattle, and we talked about it before. Random. She's kind of famous now.
Really?
You don't remember? She blew
famous?
Up. Not for real, but she kind of blew up. You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Damn. I mean, whatever. I doubt she's listening, but yeah. Anyway, Seattle won the MLS Cup. Congratulations. I don't know when this next season starts. Maybe it starts in March. Who knows?
Probably starts in October, actually.
Possibly. Well, it's already November. Okay, Caesar, we got to talk about your cousin, your boy, Mike Taison.
My cousin? Okay.
Of Shakhtar Donetsk. So I had heard of him before, but not like I didn't like know about him. Do you like know about him? Okay, so I was kind of shocked. He's 31 years old.
I'm not, because when he got called up for the last World Cup. It was a shock call up.
Yeah,
and he was like 20. He was like 30. I was like, damn.
He's had like 8 call ups.
I mean, I was like picking him on FIFA like 5 years ago when he was 26. I'm not shocked he's 31 now. He just never hit that bubble. Like, he could just never break out that team.
Well, he's never left Ukraine. So yeah, let me just say some stuff about Mike Tyson. 31 years old. He's had 8 call ups for Brazil. He's been at Shakhtar Donetsk since 2012, and he's been in Ukraine since 2010. So he's going up on a decade.
Is he a citizen or what? Damn.
Well, they were saying that potentially he might get called up for Ukraine.
That'd be so G'd up.
Allegedly, he said back some years ago that he would accept a call up from Ukraine if they gave it to him. Man. But I don't know if that's a formality. He might just have to say that. But
they were like, nah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's good.
No, he's good, but they were saying that for other reasons. Go ahead, though.
I mean, I guess. But yeah, so he's been in Ukraine since 2010.
That's crazy. I wonder how fluent he is.
I wonder, honestly. I don't know.
I want to see an interview.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
cool. That'd be cool to see him like spitting. I'm like, damn.
I wouldn't be surprised if he speak the language.
I mean, a damn near a decade, yeah.
Slavic languages aren't like super difficult, you know. He was playing in a game against Dynamo Kiev, the big, derby out there in Ukraine. And what's up? Were you gonna say something?
I'll bring it up after you talk about this. I
Okay.
don't want to interrupt it. I was going to bring up the Balotelli thing after, too. We didn't talk about it because it was off week. You didn't see what happened in the game?
We didn't talk about that?
No, we had an off week. We did
Oh,
the best
that's
of
right,
when he
that's
kicked the
right.
ball into the fans. Yikes.
Caesar, okay.
I mean, damn, dude. You see this guy right here.
Caesar's so fake.
Put on the white gloves.
Caesar's so
quick to be like, that's too much.
Caesar's so fake.
You know, I ride or die.
Okay.
I ride or die.
Okay. Anyway.
He said, eh.
Okay, hold on.
Brush off some racism.
Caesar, hold on.
What's up,
because
man?
when we talk about Balotelli, I'm going to expose you. But let's go. Hold on. I'm really annoyed that we're talking about racism and I'm laughing and you're laughing.
Bam said, that's weak.
Okay, hold on.
We already talked about that plenty.
Hold on, we're going to get into it. Let me talk about Mike Tyson. Can I talk about Mike Tyson, please?
You're talking about Mike Tyson, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, there was a match against Dynamo Kiev. It's a big game out there in Ukraine. And he was getting some racist abuse. And I don't know exactly what was being said to him. I don't know if that ever came out, like what exactly they were saying to him. But he got upset and he kicked the ball into the stands. And he was given a red card for acting out against that. He was crying on the pitch. There's a picture of the dude and one of the Kiev guys and him crying. I mean, I don't know. Were they talking about his mom? I don't know.
He clearly understands the language.
Yeah. So they're saying that I don't know what they were saying to him or like what they were doing, monkey stuff. I have no idea. But there's 2 things I want to say, but let me just go ahead and say this. They said that there are the Ukrainian police are looking for 20 fans as part of an investigation. Allegations of violation of citizens' equality due to race, nationality, or religion or disability. I guess it's illegal in Ukraine. Mike Tyson said that on Instagram, "We will never stay quiet after seeing such an inhuman and despicable act." I wonder, to be honest with you, if it was actually something like racist or if it was something what? No, I'm not. No. Like for real. I'm wondering if it was something like it seemed like it was more than like monkey chants for him to have to be looking like
you
that.
You think it's not just racist? It's something
it's like
egregious.
Something on top of the racist.
Egregious?
I think it's something like racist and like something on top
like
of
disgusting.
It too. Yeah, exactly. Like because here's my thing.
Something vulgar.
Yeah, because this is what I was going to say. Like you've been playing in Ukraine for damn near 10 years. You know what I mean? So I would imagine this isn't the first time that you've experienced some racism. Also, I mean, Mike Tyson, he's not really like a dark-skinned dude like that. You know what I mean? Like, he has the hair, but he's not like he don't look like me. He's lighter than you.
Okay, but you got to understand that.
I know.
In Ukraine, though, he's a darkish. To them, they're like, whoa.
I'm aware of that. But, like, I just wonder, like, reading about the incident and seeing his reaction and, like, him crying on the pitch like that, and given that he's been there for 10 years, I just feel like I'm sure he's experienced racism before in Ukraine, playing in Ukraine. I'm sure he has. And Shakhtar Donetsk plays in Champions League a lot. You know, I'm sure he's gone to different places and experienced racism. It seems interesting that, like, this time it would be like that reaction. I just feel like it was something else, and hopefully something else comes out.
No, I hope. It just sucks about these reports that you don't ever really get to see what was really going down.
Yeah, and you didn't see any video. I don't know if you can. It won't. Well, no, it won't really focus. But
so turn your brightness down. It's all good though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a damn shame. I do feel for him because, like, you don't want, like, we already talked about this many times about when players deal with this kind of stuff in the games and when it goes down. But you don't want this to be affecting what's going on. And then, like, his reaction is not typical to what you've seen. So it makes you wonder, like, what was really said. Well, they were doing, like, some kind of chant. Were they talking
about his family, saying vulgar things about his kids
or
something?
Were they saying, like, you always be cool or something? I'm saying, like, I don't know what they were doing. So it makes you really curious on what was going on.
Yeah, and that's another thing that we've talked about here when we made a podcast. Turn the cameras around.
It could even be a situation where he's like, damn, I've been here, like, this long, and, like, geez, like, it's like it could be a tipping point. You never know. It could be a point where he just, like, heard this, like, over and over for, like, so many years. Like, come on, like, and maybe that could have been the case. You're just immune to it for so long that one day it just comes out one day from being suppressing the emotions for so long.
That could be the case too. So maybe it's something he's been hearing it a lot, but it's just like that was like the camera's back or whatever.
It's really interesting. He's been in that team for so long.
Yeah, he's been on that team. He's been Shakhtar since 2012 and in Ukraine since 2010. It's going on 10 years.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So, like, for me, it was just like, obviously not in a way to discredit what he experienced, but I just wonder if it was something else. And sadly, we never get to know because they don't turn the cameras around. Like, when there's something crazy going on in the stands to the point where the players are reacting, turn the cameras around.
It's weird that they just go mute. Like, everybody they just kind of go mute over the situation. Like, I get it when you don't.
I know why. I'm gonna tell you why after. Go ahead.
I get when you don't want to show someone shrieking. That's fine. Like, I get it. You don't want to give attention to that.
That makes more sense to show. I mean, show that it's nudity. Everybody's seen it before.
Yeah, but, like, I get why you do that. But when you, like, don't show, like, disgusting acts by fans, it's like, come on now. Like, you got to show the world, like, what the issue is.
I'm gonna tell you why. You want to know why?
Why? Because
it happens to black players, and it makes it so you have to take their word for it. So there's always doubt. There's always doubt. Like, honestly, there's always doubt. Obviously that one Cagliari one, we could hear it, but, like, so let's talk about Balotelli. Like, I didn't like watch obviously I didn't watch the match. I'm not there, but, like, if it's a situation where you got to take the player's word for it, and he's black, and the games are gonna go on, I think that's the reason why they don't turn the cameras around, because it makes it so there's still some sense of doubt.
I would definitely be on your side if it was only black players reacting. But when I'm watching, like, the other players, like, when I watched the Balotelli one, like, other Brescia players were, like cussing out the fans, stuff like that, too, and making hand gestures towards them, like, in that situation. And then the Taison, you look, that dude is also crying next to him, too, the other player, like, holding them. So you could tell, like, their reactions kind of, like, I think solidify it a little more. But if it was just Lukaku
see what he just said?
That's what I think.
See, when the white players do it.
No, I mean, like,
it's real.
not saying this, I didn't mean this solidifies it. I meant, like, that would make more sense. Jesus.
When the white players confirm it, then it's real.
No, I'm saying if there's white players confirming it, why wouldn't they do it anyways? Like, why would they turn the camera?
He doubled down.
No, I'm saying, like, based on your point. Based on your point.
What I'm saying is, like,
you're saying that they don't do it because, like, it will just reinforce what black people are saying.
No, right? I'm saying they don't do it. They don't turn it around because if they don't do that, it's just there's still a sense of doubt. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like people.
But how's there even? But
go ahead.
No, I'm gonna phrase it wrong again. I mean, like, I don't get how there's a sense of, there can still be a sense of doubt when all races are reacting to it.
Because you know why? Because it's only happening to black players. So they don't care for real. And if you don't turn the cameras around, it's like, yeah, it happened, but you know, it can just look like the black player's overreacting, and then the white player, come on, man, because when you're talking about Balotelli and Brescia,
what about when the white players are fired up too?
The Brescia players were telling Balotelli to come back. So Balotelli wanted to leave, and his own teammates like, nah, come back. So it looks like it's not that big of a deal because we can't see what they're doing or hear what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? It just creates doubt. I think people know that it happens, but when you don't see with your own eyes, I mean, not to necessarily make this comparison, but in the civil rights movement, the black people in the South and stuff were saying, hey, we're getting treated like this. There's police brutality. This is how we're being treated. It took for the people to come out in the streets and then see the overreaction of the police and the fire department, and they're putting the dogs and they're spraying it with the hoses. It took that, seeing it, for like the rest of the country to be like, oh shit, what they're saying where it was true. Because you the majority is going to hesitate to believe the minority. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're going to be like, oh yeah, but you know, it's not. And they're going to say
it's a situation. It's such a small scale situation.
Yeah, it's just a small percentage, and it just looks like you're overreacting. You know what I mean? So Balotelli's mad. He kicked the ball. Everything. I'm leaving. I'm not going to be subjected to this. His players, own teammates. Nah, man, come on, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that serious, man. Come on. Like, I mean, I don't know what they're saying, but, you know, you can imagine. Come on, man. Like, nah, dude, just fight through it.
You were also saying that it wasn't that serious when they do that, too, though.
No. That's actually not what I said. And you are trying to play me out, and I'm not going to let you do it. I said how I would react to it. It wouldn't make... It's okay. You see, he's a real anti-black today. What's good with this dude right here? Oh, he's Hawaiian.
Whoa! 85% of the screen covered by McAfee. Your protection is ended. That shit is mad big.
Caesar love attacking black people today.
Whoa!
Okay, anyway.
That's the best part of the show. That's a surprise guest.
I'm the last person that love We Made a Podcast that does the show. Caesar don't even care. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when damn, now you made me forget my train of thought. Can you chill out? What's the name? Balotelli wants to leave the pitch. He wants to leave. His own players are saying no, don't go. So it looks like so it can look like he's overreacting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we don't see what they're doing in the stands. Mike Tyson over here, something happened to make him react.
Stop calling him Mike Tyson. I'm not going to stop
calling him Mike Tyson. They would name the episode Mike Tyson.
But you got to write it like that, though.
T-A-I-S-O-N. Yeah, exactly. Can you put the tattoo on his face?
Come on, man.
Can you do that? No?
No, just put the picture of him crying.
Damn. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, you trying to play him out?
No, I'm saying like it really evokes the emotion of what's going on.
See, you want to see black suffering today? What happened?
Next try. Keep going.
Really?
Keep trying to do these layups.
I remember when I lost my train of thought. You tried to say that I was saying it's not a big deal. That's not what I said. I said how I would react to that. It wouldn't make no difference to me if I'm playing on the pitch and I'm a professional player and the people in the center do a monkey chance. It's not gonna make me know never mind. Unless you physically put your hands on me.
Made me know never mind.
See, look at this guy. I can't be Southern. I can't do nothing black today.
Make me know never mind.
You never heard that?
Hell no. I'm from America.
Okay, anyway. It's not going to bother me if they're doing that. That's me, though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying how those players are reacting.
Me, I'm kicking the ball with Balotelli.
Exactly, and that's totally fine. And I think that's your right. And if that's how you feel, go for it.
I think that it's important to highlight that our differences on this. It's still no matter what that you're allowed. Like the egregious action of these people warrant whatever reaction happens.
Absolutely.
Like that's like it's like whatever you inflict or do to people, you're susceptible to whatever reaction happens to you.
Absolutely. And it's not like he's going to the stands and fighting.
No, he kicking the ball.
He just wants to leave the pitch.
Yeah, or he wants to kick the ball and leave. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what happened? He want to leave
and
but his players, just like with Prince Boateng too, the guys are like, nah, come back, dude.
No, well, they left with him.
But no, initially I think they were saying for him to not leave though.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, the opposite team was
okay.
But his team, like I guess maybe some, but they all like.
But it was also a preseason.
It was
game.
mad ghetto preseason.
Yeah, exactly. I seen like dandelions on the pitch on that
it was
video.
A parking lot.
But I think that still lets there be some doubt and lets it just be a weekly or bi-weekly media conversation that goes away because we're not seeing what they're doing in the sense. Even with the Cagliari thing, we just heard it. We're not seeing them. You know, I want to see what they do. Turn the cameras around.
Yeah.
If you look if you see Mike Tyson crying because like those players are saying, those fans are saying something like vile and racist about like a family member or like his like or like his wife or something like that, and they're saying something vile and then also coupling it with racism, and he's probably so frustrated he can't do nothing, and then that's like his reaction. I think he flipped off the fans, and then that's why he got the red card. Because they kept on saying a gesture, but I would imagine he flipped them off. But we don't know. So there, even if you're not being like cynical about it, there's still like, it can go away, because you don't have the image of what they did. You just have the image of this guy crying. And if you don't have that same connection with the struggle, I wonder what he's crying about.
Yeah.
Oh,
what happened to him?
Damn racism. Like
it's always more impactful. Images and videos always have more of an impact when you're able to see the situation and then see the result of the situation and see the whole emotions. Situation. But when you're just showing reactions, it's like who watches reaction videos but don't actually see the video of what they're reacting to.
Exactly. We want to know.
For example, it just makes no sense. Like if you were reviewing a video, but you're not showing people the video that you're reviewing, what the hell? What am I supposed to laugh at or cry at or be happy about?
We don't know what Mike Tyson is reacting to.
I think the counter argument of like, oh, like you don't want to show this action to indulge or like promote it is stupid. I think it's beyond stupid to keep saying that.
It perpetuates it.
Yeah,
perpetuates racism.
I'm like, okay, but like, what have you shown me statistically that you're doing is better?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing that's better by not showing people the egregious actions of others? Like it's not like you're showing people getting beheaded. You're showing people showing racism. So if you don't want to show people racism, then like how's it beneficial to not show it to them?
Caesar, this is going left a little bit, but it's the same kind of umbrella of like showing the action or showing the thing. When there's school shootings here in America, what do you always hear from the conspiracy theorists?
Oh, like it never happened or whatever.
False flag, crisis actors, whatever.
Yeah, crisis actors.
But that's because
we're the people, we're the bodies.
Yeah, because the media doesn't want to show dead children and stuff on the news and stuff. What was it? The one in Marjorie Stone Douglas, I think was the name of the school.
The one in Massachusetts,
the one in Florida.
Right? Or Florida.
No, the one in Florida.
Okay.
The one that happened on Valentine's Day.
The teenage kids. Well, yeah.
They are like doing a petition to say.
Yeah.
All right. Those kids are doing a thing now, like saying if something happens to me, like if I get shot in a school, show my body, show me, like show it on the news, like show it in the media, because.
You never see it
because and obviously because it's gruesome, whatever. But that's gonna make it more real for people.
But now this is this is a question I have for you.
Yes.
This is a question I have for you. Is that a thing that's in American media or international?
Where they don't show the grimy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because
when I've seen the news overseas,
it gets kind of grimy.
They show,
but the violence is a little bit different. But
true,
also,
true.
I can't say this for sure, but like. I remember this kind of started when during the Iraq War. So many soldiers were coming back. So many dead soldiers were coming back in the coffins, and then Bush kind of not like an executive order or whatever, but they were saying stop showing the bodies on the news.
I think I remember that too, Michael.
Yeah.
I think I remember something like that
yeah,
too.
Yeah, because it was like getting people to be like, "Yo, like, damn, there's a lot." You know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of made the war
You're
more
talking
real.
about when they showed the videos when a plane would come back and they would have like all.
And
like
they would have the bodies.
You know what? I remember this. I remember this.
And they were saying, and it made the situation more real because you're like, "Yo, there's like." 40,
man.
You know, there's like
40.
You know
what used to shock me when I was younger, watching like the Iraq and Afghanistan situation. When you watch the news, you remember in the news at the end they would show all the soldiers that passed away that day. I'm like, God damn! Every day it's like 13 names a day. I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot,
dude.
Yeah. So
I used to be like, when I was a kid, I used to be like, wait, is it the same names? I'm like, this is a new name.
Yeah. So like,
God.
So like, I remember. So there's kind of an agenda when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Like, let's not show the atrocity. Let's not show like the.
It's highlight the accomplishments and put away like the what the cost is. Like
highlight the like effect, but not the cause kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's.
But not the price of it. Basically.
Yeah, but like with the Mike Tyson situation, with the Balotelli, like in all these different situations, we don't get to see what's happening to make them react like that. So it creates a doubt.
You know what? Because it sucks. Because I agree with you. Because in the comment section, you see things like, "Oh, why is he like just ignored?"
Yeah,
but it's like you never get to see like what it happened over there. Because if you still have the nerve to like see something egregious happen and then see someone's reaction to it and be like, why'd you act like that?
Yeah,
like, all right, that just tells us you as a person.
Yeah.
But if everybody can't see it, then if you see him getting mad, then you have cause to talk about him like
just
that.
Like with the school shooting, Sandy Hook, or Alex Jones, whatever. You didn't see the bodies, but if you seen the bodies, you're not gonna say that.
So I'm gonna keep it a stack right now. Before when you initially making your point, I disagreed with you.
Yes, you're racist
and now
against
I'm with
black
you.
people.
I agree with what you're saying. I get what you're saying now.
Your initial reaction is to be skeptical of what a black person says.
No, my initial reaction.
Then I mentioned George Bush.
Like, Bush turned me over. My favorite guy of all time. My initial reaction was to be like, okay, well, I don't get why that's the point when you're seeing videos of his teammates that are different races getting upset as well too. But when it's like, when you talk about like, oh, both angles never showing us the full picture of what's going on, and we're only seeing the black athlete get upset and get angry, then all the other athletes are not black, like, hey, calm down, it's all good, don't ignore it. Then it just paints a picture that this person's an overreactor, and then you don't see why.
And it creates doubt. It creates doubt every single time, and it makes it so you can just keep talking about it. But we're talking about Mike Tyson, Balotelli, Moise Keane. We're not talking about those people.
No,
we're not talking about like, oh, remember that guy? We're not seeing no meme or something with the dude in the stands, acting like a monkey or doing whatever, like we're not seeing that or hearing it, like turning the camera and turning the mic and hearing these people.
I have a question.
They can be embarrassed, just like how they do here. When some person, you see the video, the person saying something racist in the store or whatever, they expose him. They hear somebody find out who this is so they can get fired.
FIFA's lucky that it's such an international sport that it's happening in so many different places that they don't have to concentrate or do anything about it really, because it's happening all over the place.
Well, they're gonna have to do that eventually.
I mean, they're gonna have to, because you brought up Moise Keane. That was such a long time ago. It was like 8 months or 6 months ago, I guess. The Queen situation. And I know, but I'm saying this is
every week.
This is such a repetitive pattern.
It happens every week.
And nothing's ever addressed.
It happens every week. You never hear anything different. Just like I think it was after the Lukaku incident recently. When I listened to Matteo Bonetti get all impassioned about it and be like, this is what needs to happen, like this was, and he's like, dog, like you're saying the same thing that happened, like, everybody else is saying. It ain't like you're saying something new. You're talking about close the stadium, find the team. So I'm like, dog, they do that already. No, how about you think of something different? I'm not saying transfer ban is the actual solution, But I think it is, and nobody's talking about anything different.
And like we said about Sterling, I appreciated Sterling giving a new thing to the mix.
Yeah,
everybody.
He
said taking points. I don't care if he said take 100 points because to me, I'm like he's doing more than kicking everybody out of the stadium.
Yeah,
$10,000 fine. Like at least like you're it's always important that when you're brainstorming ideas to change something bad that it's a brainstorm. You're popping things out there to put in people's minds.
Absolutely.
And then someone with power will assign somebody with a brain to maybe formulate a actual rule system and a punishment for these actions that have been going on since beginning of time and cameras.
It's really a shame because like the reality is UEFA and FIFA, they just don't care.
They don't.
And I don't know what would force them to care. It would have to be like England or Germany or Spain or one of those big countries.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it real. It wouldn't have to be that. It would have to be a different race being like had something happen to them in international competition. Like,
well, I know where you're going, but I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm saying like it would take one of the big nations, England, Italy, maybe not even Italy, but maybe Germany, England, or Spain, to really say like we need to do something about this. You know, like to really address it as a problem, and to put on the table like there's gonna be a situation where we're not gonna participate if there's not going to be actions taken.
There has to be like a stance.
Yeah, taken. like you know,
like imagine all England black people. Like, we're not going to play this against this team if they're going to be supporting these fans having to do this
or anything or something. Yeah. You know, like if it's just like yo, like we're the Spanish FA, and yeah, like obviously like our team is not some like. You know, like although their team is multicultural.
No, what if like some egregious event happened, and like in terms of like okay, let's how about this hypothetical. Let's say Iñaki Williams got called up, and in that match,
this ain't gonna work. But
I know the fans were just doing these crazy racist actions towards him. Right, the next week Spain plays against England, and all those fans allowed to return. If those English players are like, "Yo, we're not playing unless justice is served for what happened to Iñaki last week," and then
it'd have to be Spain and England.
No, I'm saying like what if that happened? Like then you'd be like, "Oh, like these guys are like." This is wild. Yeah. But it's a damn shame that it would take players to sacrifice their money, their time, their everything to make decisions that upper management people should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously the issue is bigger. Like, it's more of an issue when it comes to club matches. Yeah. So, honestly, the only... I hate to beat a dead horse, but the only thing I can see that working is transfer bans. But,
damn.
Yeah. And also, and if somebody was to go listen to that transfer ban episode, we also talked about them turning the cameras around. That's what needs to happen.
Turn the damn cameras around.
Embarrass those people. Ban. People will be embarrassed.
I'm pretty sure that dude that's known for doing the Hitler sign, like he's pretty kind of wild right now.
I don't know who
they showed him on camera.
But there were some Lyon fans, some Lyon Ultra who did like some Sieg Heil stuff, and he got banned.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, like there's. You're definitely going to be embarrassed.
On him too.
You're definitely going to be embarrassed if you're caught on camera doing something shameful like that. You know, it happens in Italy and stuff like that, but it's not like accepted in society in a way that people are going to be like, yeah, whatever. Like, nah, like people are going to look at you funny and you're going to be ashamed of that. And that's what they need to do. And I don't know who's running the shit, but you need to get it cracking. And it sucks for Mike Tyson. You don't want to be crying on the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
But you want to be out there winning games.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be beating your rival.
You want to be out there repping Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly. They're repping Brazil and Ukraine. But anyway, speaking of the Euros in Europe, I got annoyed. I was like, oh yeah, it's the international break when there's some good European games coming up. Went on Google, typed in Euro 2020 qualifiers. You know, it comes up, schedule again. You know, it comes with the blocks. You know, you got to press a little blue thing, and it'll go down. Sometimes you miss it, and you end up clicking the joint.
Yeah, when you have your phone, yeah.
Yeah, no, or even on the laptop. But I saw these two games that were about to happen. Spain is playing Malta, and then I saw Kazakhstan's playing San Marino. I was like, I can't do this.
What do we do here?
I was like, literally, I can't. Like, I cannot live in a world where this is about to happen.
Wow.
Where Kazakhstan is about to play San Marino.
Okay, I'm only mad because it's called Euros.
Well, I'm mad because have you ever seen these two places? Kazakhstan is huge, and San Marino's like this. Like literally, I feel like San Marino has like less than 100,000 people.
You think what's bigger, San Marino or San Pedro, California?
Yo, come on, dog. Madonna made a whole song about San Pedro, dog.
He was not talking about.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Talking about.
She fell in
She
love
never
in
been
San
in a
Pedro.
port in her life.
I don't
down there.
care. She said she fell in love in San Pedro.
That's not what she.
I don't care, dog. At least it came up. It came up. Let me see how many people is in San Marino in the country of San Marino. It's not even a real country, I guess, but whatever. Somebody, the thing comes up and says, why is San Marino a country? San Marino population is 33,000.
Oh
okay?
It's around the same population as Bend, Oregon.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've been in a city with 33,000. This is pretty small, man.
And I'm sure that Bend, Oregon is bigger in size.
Yeah,
too.
it's
like the actual size of it.
Probably larger than San Marino.
But I'm sure it is. It's just like, come
funny.
on. So I was thinking like, okay, UEFA has 55 nations. I just feel like it's not fair for like France to play Faroe Islands and like England to play Liechtenstein and like all
that makes this competition kind of whack.
Exactly. So this is what I'm proposing, Caesar.
Okay.
A 2-tier Euro qualifier situation.
Bam, go ahead.
A 2-tier. So where like, you have 2 tiers and like they qualify against each other.
Let me get this right. It's not 2 tiers and like it's 2 different tournaments.
No.
It's 2 brackets.
Qualifying
and
situations.
then you mix and match at the top. And then they all make it to the final.
They all make it to the Euros.
So essentially, kind of like the NCAA bracket.
Is that how they do?
Because they have like, of course, every single bracket has like the top team. Then have like sometimes you see the beginning matches. It's the 16 seed versus the first seed, and now that you're saying like that.
Not exactly.
But
like that.
you could have that too.
Okay, that's not what I'm thinking.
Okay,
what I'm thinking is there's 55.
Okay,
I put it. This is preliminary. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into this, but see. This guy right here, dog. I should have
missed the show.
I should have David Duke come coast with me.
You would be miserable or have a good time.
you should have him so y'all can both attack black people.
I bet y'all both be dancing together in the background.
All right. Okay. So this is what I was thinking. Maybe all the countries that's like the cutoff be a population of 3 million. So if you have less than 3 million in your country, y'all are in another qualifying tier, and more than 3 million in another qualifying tier. So then, like, let's say the Euros tournament is 20 teams. I don't know. Then like there's 15 from the top tier and 5 from the other tier.
I get where you're going, but let me propose my idea.
Yes, please, sir.
I think because the Euros is technically a smaller, I guess, ish tournament, but not really. I mean,
it's a big tournament.
No, I mean, like in terms of like worldwide stature, because it doesn't involve everybody in the world. It only involves Europe.
Yes, it's smaller than the World Cup.
Yes.
But
I think they should do this.
But wait a minute, before you say that, do you think it's bigger than Copa America? Because I would think it is.
Yeah, I mean, more teams are in it.
Yeah, and
probably more populations.
I mean. I mean,
you're involved with Kazakhstan. You're kind of cheating already.
Well, that's the qualifiers, but like I think the Euros, because like
are we gonna throw in Mexico?
It's European media, so like I would imagine it's like a bigger worldwide tournament than Copa America.
It's just more English going on, like English words, and when you have English going on, you're already winning.
Fiznacks.
Yeah. Don't ever say Fiznacks.
Okay,
this is my idea for Euros.
Yes.
Why don't we adjust it a little bit?
Okay, go ahead.
Keep the qualifier format with groups. Groups are going, okay? But all you do is you just take out the top 2 teams in each group, rank them by like strength, of course, whatever, and then like 1 through whatever. Mm-hmm. Put them in a big bracket, and just make the entire Euros a single elimination. No group stages into single elimination. Just make it straight like 60 down, single elimination. So you have the same amount of games.
This dude trying to turn it into NCAA tournament.
Yeah, why not? Just make it 60. No, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, just make it whatever. Like, make it already, like, the 16 on each side and just let it eliminate each other all the way out. Why are we still... They have too many countries to be doing brackets and be doing group stages, and the pool, then the pool turns into another pool into the tournament, then the pool turns into eliminations.
Well, it doesn't work exactly like
it does. It does. It goes into the big group, and then they take the top two, and then they put those top two into pools, and that's why you have Kazakhstan versus San Marino. No. When you could just have San Marino and Kazakhstan, who you would see as like smaller countries, going early against England or whatever. Then you could have upsets. Because soccer thrives off of upsets.
Okay, so wait a minute. So what you're saying is take away qualifiers and just have a big tournament.
Yeah. So that's or just move the qualifiers aside, but when the tournament starts, like when it starts, because when they start Euros, they have like the little like top teams, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's slow it down and let's flesh this out because you all over the place.
Woo!
So what you're saying is we got 55 teams in UEFA.
Okay, that's what we have.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you're saying is do qualifiers or not?
How about this?
Hold on. Caesar.
No
qualifiers.
I mean,
Let me
make it like the Open.
Let me just
England.
Let me just do this.
No, I want to talk too. You talk forever.
You're gonna talk, but let me just do
it.
You
got a pencil in your hand. You look all official,
so people can understand. Okay?
I don't give a fuck about them listening. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Okay, Caesar's wearing a Disney Moana shirt. If y'all are not
hell no, I'm not watching. Don't build those fucking telescopes.
Oh, Caesar,
I'm passionate, dude.
Oh my gosh,
best show ever.
Okay, Caesar. So what you're saying is, do qualifiers or not?
No.
Okay.
No qualifiers.
So you're gonna take the 55 teams and just have them do single eliminations until there's a final.
Mm-hmm.
And you want this tournament to now hold on, because I feel like you're about to start yelling again. Do you want this to happen over like the summertime, or it's like during the time as like we're doing qualifiers? So instead of doing qualifiers, it's like San Marino's playing Kazakhstan. Yeah. Whoever wins advances.
Yeah, and then
I kind of like that too.
Like have those spread out before, but then in the summertime, when it gets to the 16 or the 8, then we're the tournament.
Okay, yeah, I like that
because two things happen. Number one, it's more exciting.
It's definitely more exciting.
You're gonna watch all the time. You want to see it can happen.
You want to see if England is going to beat Bulgaria,
and if they don't, they're out. Let's keep it a stack. If you're a club team and England lose kind of early, be like, "Ooh, I get my player back kind of early." He doesn't get injured. Yeah. You might reduce injuries.
Now here's my question.
Because, of course, some teams might make it all the way, but you're always going to get a sleeper in soccer. You never know. Of
course. Obviously, it's like Iceland. Now, here's my question. Now, let me just say this. I like that idea. You didn't say that before when you was going off.
No, but I was formulating as I was rambling.
That's why I'm here to help. Okay, I like this idea a lot. I kind of like it more than mine, to be honest with you. Still rare, I swear. But now here's my question.
Yeah.
Do you think that format is more advantageous to UEFA as an institution or disadvantageous?
That's a good
question. You can mess around and have Sweden and damn Iceland at the end, and that's.
But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real.
But
that I think actually helps UEFA, because if you already have a perception internationally that the powerhouses are England,
I don't
Spain.
think people care about that.
Listen. I'm saying people in the world with the rankings say, "Oh, Spain, blah blah blah, are the best in the world," right? If you have an Iceland. Spain final, you go, Euros might be a little stronger than we imagined.
But I don't think, but that's cute. But like, people don't care. People want to see the big teams.
Yeah, but then the big teams gotta win.
I agree. No, that's what I'm asking you. Is it more advantageous for UEFA or is it not? Because you can mess around and have.
I guess having more opportunities for Spain or Portugal to win
Portugal
and
don't
make
really
it
count,
through.
But it's like England,
France. They won it though.
Yeah,
having that
10 million people there.
I mean, Jesus, relax. Wow, you want to shut them down just because they're black? So basically, the only black team left. So you giving them more opportunities to win and come through for the mistakes they make and losses is of course more advantageous to UEFA. I agree, but I think for viewership. I think
for
you
viewership, it's not.
You have some.
Because
how about this?
All UEFA cares about is viewership.
At least you have more of a shot, like a dart opportunity of excitement.
Well, here's the
thing. Because you could have hypotheticals, because it happens in England where you have these teams that knock off big teams. Those end up being big talking points for the week.
Here's the thing. I think it's more advantageous for sportsmanship, but it's not more advantageous for viewership.
Okay, but I feel like you're also kind of discrediting how big underdog stories are.
No. What I'm saying is, for the sport, it's better. But for viewership, it's not. Because for viewership, people love around the world Germany.
You know what? No. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with you. Yes, people love the big teams, but people, just in my experience, love to talk about. Let's say
how much do people talk about Leicester winning EPL?
I mean, they talked about it for a year that mattered. That's all that matters that year. So I mean, let's say you have a tournament. I don't give a fuck. All right, let me do the show. 2016. So
15.
I was called 15, 16, 16. So anyways, let's say you had this bracket going, right? Let's say you had this going. And Spain is just obliterating everybody, right? Yeah. They're just going hard, and everybody's like following. But on the other side, on the low, Turkey's taking out some teams.
Yeah.
And then let's say Turkey's Emery Moore is on there and he's balling.
Yeah.
People like to talk about that guy may be the next thing. Let's tune in. That tune-in effect would happen.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's the chance you have. But of course, the other system, this system is more guaranteed a higher rating because you have given these teams chances to keep striving. Like in the World Cup, when Spain didn't do amazing, but then they lost in that bracket to Russia, it kind of made the tournament kind of whack in the brackets because all the good teams started losing early.
I don't care about Croatia.
I mean, I was excited to see Spain give them that. I was like, what? They lost to Russia? What? It was like at 9 a.m. too. I'm like, damn. So I get it.
No, I mean,
but I think ours is more fun. It's more exciting. I mean, I would definitely want to tune in more.
Down because honestly, group stages is annoying. Of the Euro qualifiers.
Yeah, because
I 100% agree. I think that would be way more exciting. It'd be way more fun. It'd be way more reason to tune in to a game like Belgium versus an Iceland or something, or like a Belgium versus
Israel.
Like Finland or something like
Belgium
that.
Versus Israel.
Well, Belgium, yeah, even that. Like,
that'd be lit.
Like that, there's more reason because it's like, or not even maybe more reason to tune in from the start. But like, let's say you happen across a ticker. And it's the 74th minute, and it's still 0-0 or it's 1-1. You're like, whoa, okay. Let me go watch this. This is about to be turned up at the end.
Yeah, if you did no extra time, just straight PKs, like, jeez.
I wouldn't do that to him. I gotta let him get extra time. And now you gotta run until you can't.
I got the gauntlet going.
But yeah, no, honestly,
I think it'd be cool.
I think that would be way better than what we have because when you're talking about a Kazakhstan versus San Marino, like
as just a pool match,
and it just and. It may or may not matter. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's annoying.
I mean, they could literally 0-0 and nothing
England's playing this week. They're playing like Montenegro and like somebody.
Even if your bracket kind of gets messed up with rankings and you have Kazakhstan versus San Marino.
Oh, you know what
you would know one thing, though. You would know one thing, though. One of them is going to get eliminated.
One of them's gone.
I don't have to see both of them.
And you know what would be a big-ass event, too? The drawing.
Oh,
the drawing can be lit.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The drawing be lit
because one team is gonna get rocked heavy.
A lot of teams are.
Yeah, actually, especially in Europe. Yeah,
because
England,
you might mess up.
Imagine England being like, "Are you kidding me? We gotta face
France in the first joint." Can you imagine?
Yeah,
one of these big teams is gone.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like, I don't like. Although I think this is turned up and lit, UEFA gonna be like, "Yo, we can't risk that." Sadly, and you know what? Maybe it's not fair for me to say that because I'm assuming that they're corrupt, and maybe that's not fair. But.
Nah, it's fair. But how dare you? You know what they should have done instead of doing? Okay, maybe not Euros because Euros are so prestigious.
No, Euros would be better than any other.
I know, but I know Euros is prestigious. You could at least test road it on League of Nations. Like, see what's up.
Or test it like with
FIFA Club Cup. Get it cracking.
AFC or test it.
Yeah, just give it a roll.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it'd be good, and it's more. Obviously, sports is not just physical.
No.
Can you relax? It's not like it's just the physical aspect that drains you. It's the mental aspect. So, like, maybe we talk about players burning out from playing so many games. it's not just like their body, it's their mind too. You know, there's a lot of pressure. There's less pressure on teams that are like mid-table teams or teams that's like, you know.
Sometimes these big teams lose because that one team played one time in 7 days, and that team's played 3 times.
Exactly. So there is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So like maybe the players will be like, nah, I don't want all that pressure in the game.
Yeah.
That like could be in the beginning and then I'm done after that. Or maybe they'd be like,
but
yeah,
they might not be done. I mean, they still might have friendlies and all stuff too after. But
no, I'm saying, but they might be like, you know, I don't want to like risk it, or they might be like, I'm kind of down because I'm not trying to play all these games anyway.
Yeah, they'd be like, that's a lot of work to go over here to what's it called to play this game when I play across the country.
Exactly. But honestly, I think that would be really cool. Actually, maybe they could try it in CONCACAF.
Yeah,
you know.
Give it a whirl. We got to go. I mean, you got Cuba playing this weekend. Why not?
Yeah,
give it a roll.
In the Gold Cup or whatever.
Give it a roll in Gold Cup.
Yeah, just a single elimination.
Just start from that big old list of teams that I don't even know how they're all in CONCACAF.
Yeah, America
Samoa versus Blah. Just get it going.
Yeah, just get it going because when a team, you got to show up. You know, you ain't got no second chance
because
you can't be
as Brazil shows. A team like Brazil shows, you may not be in Euros, but you're collecting bread having a game in Korea, whatever. You have these friendlies. And players, I'm always curious to understand, do players care more about the caps or the tournaments? That's what's always curious to me. So it's always interesting because sometimes friendlies are good because it gives other players opportunities to show what they can do when they get to wear that jersey. It's just an opportunity for everybody to share that experience.
No, you especially in Brazil or some a big team. You want to be able to say,
any player that's not the top of the world will be like, dude, I get to wear this jersey no matter what game it is. That's sick.
You're a very small minority.
Yeah.
You know, like honestly, like I think people get a perception like
8 caps by Taison. He probably felt like that was the greatest 8 caps of his life. That's incredible.
Because like there's
you're playing for Brazil, dude.
Brazil, like since Brazil's been playing football, like on an international level, there's been billions of people born in Brazil. There's been at least 1 billion people born in Brazil,
easily at least.
Now. There's been, very few that have been able to put on that jersey in the grand
especially
scheme.
Percentage-wise.
There's probably been like 5,000, let's say.
Yeah.
Like that's a very, very, very small number. So to be able to like prove to your parents, your family, they probably had some haters.
And then you get to go in that field and do the national anthem. That's the biggest moment. I think that's what everybody always tears up because that's the moment they wait for to get on that field. Sing the national anthem and get out there and go play.
And it's a team that matters, not like America, where it's like it don't even matter.
No.
Like it's a team that like actually matters in the world. Like there's a lot of people around the world that are watching Brazil. They're saying, "Oh, look, is Mike Tyson lining up?" In the
a lot of people around the world with the living countries that don't
their team
have
suck.
a stellar national team or
they love Brazil.
They end up loving Brazil.
Yeah, they love Brazil, Argentina, and
I remember one time when I was a kid, I watched Brazil go play in Korea. There was so many damn Brazil jerseys out there in that Korea crowd. Back in the day too, before Korea was getting better. Like it's always been like this.
There's a lot of Koreans in Brazil too. So
yes, there are.
There's the restructuring the Euros, and that's how it is. And look, like, are you kidding me? I can't even. Honestly, dog, like, no cap.
We just did that right now.
Really, dog. Like,
that slapped.
Change the game every single time.
I want to go make that in a video game and play it.
Seriously. And everybody will love that more. Be like, damn, dude, like, I mean, can you imagine? Okay, we're doing the draw. And it's like, England draws in the first bracket. Because that's what it would be. It would be the initial matches.
Yeah.
England draws Belgium. Oh! Obviously, Belgium is a good team, but it's a small country, and they don't have like the amount of fans that England does. That's gonna be wild.
Yeah, and then if their bracket below them is like, let's say it was Poland versus San Marino, they're gonna go, if we just get to England, then we get an easy game after. Then boom, that started to happen. You start to play these. You start to play these games and be like, we can rest this dude, and all this. So. Oh, and then next thing you know, Belgium might take that next game easy. Boom, they're out. You never know.
Yeah, they might get
upset.
Yeah, they might get Israel or something like that, and Israel's not bad, but like they're not like amazing.
Then you have the whole thing about who are the sleeper teams, who's the dark horses, who's the teams you don't want to get drawn against.
Yeah,
It can make a whole thing. That draw night might be super lit.
The draw night's gonna be lit. It's gonna be like the NFL draft.
Because I would want to tune in and see the early talks. Like, well, this person injured. People have been talking about who just got called up. Japan has Kubo. Kubo in Japan might be a sleeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were to test at AFC and all that. So
the World Cup should be like that.
It could open up so many doors.
Yeah,
if the World Cup was like that'd be dope.
Yeah, because then it would make more sense if you're adding the teams.
Because
48 teams
even in the World Cup, you could do it in sense of around the world, you're having these qualifiers going on, and then all you do is just take the 2 from each area, and then put them in that 16-team bracket and let them go for it.
Well, with the World Cup, you could still have like the 48 teams, whatever they were.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 40, yeah.
But like you can just play those games like at the same time, you know, and it could still like get, because it's the same thing. You're picking which game to watch each day.
Can you imagine you wait 4 years to get to the World Cup, and then you play all hard, then you play that first game, you lay a dud, and you go home immediately.
Straight up, and we've seen it.
That'd be fun.
Like that Spain-Netherlands game. Yeah. Imagine if Spain had to go home after that.
Yeah, imagine in that Germany-Portugal game, and then Portugal had to dip because Pepe got a red card.
Yeah, straight up.
Damn, because that first match for Portugal was freaking Germany.
Yeah,
that's not nothing to just sleep over.
Or like Uruguay-Portugal last World Cup, where Cavani scored the 2 best goals ever, and then in the World Cup history. And then
shutting out Ronaldinho versus England.
Nobody care about Ronaldinho, dog. But anyway, that's restructuring the Euros, and that's
we did that.
Fire.
We dunked on it.
Let's also talk about the Euros a little bit. Do you want to talk about? I mean, I guess we should talk about Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez situation. I don't know, like how much you really read about it.
Gomez.
Yeah, I guess like there was like a bunch of stuff coming out, and then like eventually, I guess it came out that they got into a little bit of a scrap in the locker room or something, and then Gareth Southgate told Raheem Sterling to leave, but then I guess he's back now. I don't really care about all that. Only thing that I kind of cared about that I thought was kind of whack was that like so much of it was getting out to the media, and I kind of do think that it was getting out to the media because it's Raheem Sterling, and he's
kind of a star.
I think because he speaks out about racism a lot, and he just never gets the love he deserves in England. I think like he's like a polarizing figure, and they were like, oh, nice, like some real controversy around him, and they were just like
they would rather cover news on things that's making him but to discredit him than to talk about
how amazing how he's the best how he's the best player England has.
Honestly, he's one of the best players in the world.
Absolutely.
Like
I mean, like not even.
I'm not acting like I watch all the Man City games, but when I see a highlight, I'm like, God damn.
Caesar, I watched Liverpool versus Man City. Raheem Sterling was doing his thing the whole match up until the end. Like the whole match doing his thing. Like it wasn't working out for them, but like the whole match he's doing his thing. He's one of the best players in the world, and for whatever reason, England will not recognize him as their best player. They still say Harry Kane. And Harry Kane's good, but he is no Raheem Sterling. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like,
God, what a cool name. Sorry.
Like, he's just an amazing player. And also in that match against Liverpool,
you can watch Harry Kane do amazing things. Like, wow, that was a dope play. But when you just watch Raheem move about the pitch, you go, whoa, dude. Here's another level. Here's when you like have your son be like, all right, see that guy right there?
Yeah.
You should watch how he plays. That's a guy to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And even against Liverpool, like they're booing him the whole match. It's like not affecting him. Now, obviously, there was a little situation with him and Joe Gomez. Like,
he used to play for them, so
yeah, and they had a little like it was barely, you know, and damn, I saw somebody Rio Ferdinand was saying. He was talking shit about Raheem Sterling too, like, oh, you know, he was like assuming what happened. Like, he was like basically saying like Raheem Sterling's still mad from the loss. And I'm like, I don't think that's the case. If I had to assume, I would think that Joe Gomez said something about the match. Because I don't think Raheem Sterling's going to be like, oh, y'all got lucky. You know what I mean? Like, nah, like that's not something I think a professional player is going to say after losing 3-1 to a team, even though that the game was bullshit. There's 3 VAR calls that was fucked up. what I would assume is that Joe Gomez, who is not a regular player, who had a little thing with Raheem Sterling because he was all up on him, and then like Raheem pushed him like move, like at the end of the game when they kind of get in front of the ball. I would imagine Joe Gomez said something and then Raheem Sterling overreacted because Joe Gomez had like a little scratch in his eye or something like that. It would have been gangster if Raheem Sterling was on Instagram like, look at my face, and then having me like
the soldier
after fights and shit. But and then
I'm good. I'm good.
Like
what bruises?
Like whoa, Vicky. But he
it would have been dope if Raheem Sterling did like whoa, Vicky.
Yeah, but once again, we don't know what happened. It seems like he's back in the squad. It just kind of sucked that like so much of it got put out there that makes Raheem Sterling look bad, because he is literally the best player on England. And it seems like the English media doesn't like that.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I mean, because honestly, I don't think it's just, I'm not going to say it's just because he's black.
No.
I think it's just
because
like...
The serious question, like, I wonder why. I mean, like, what does he do wrong?
I think part of it is because he plays for Man City. Really? Honestly. Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Because, but why aren't they getting on John Stones about him? I don't get it. Like, there's English players on
because he's
Man
not a star. He's not a star.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, I think it's partly because partly because he's a little bit outspoken. He's had, like, I don't know. Like, honestly, there's like...
I remember one time when I was watching a tournament, while watching Euros, they were, like, talking about Raheem Sterling. No, the World Cup, they're like, oh, he hadn't scored, like, in 10 goals.
They kept on saying, like, yeah, but he's balling.
I'm like, yeah, but, like, why don't you bring up his assist stats?
And
who?
He's the best player on England.
I don't remember anybody saying also, by the way, your job is to be your top scorer. Like,
yeah, no, you got Harry Kane there.
If you made it to this tournament and he has a bunch of assists, it's an involvement. He's involved in goals.
Yeah,
he made
and he's probably got hockey assists too.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that Harry Kane is the best player on your team, you should be very happy that he's giving them the ball the goddamn time so you have all the assists.
Yo, I'm just like,
I think it's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why you don't think Raheem's best. He's really freaking good. And if I was English, I'd be like that guy. So I'm happy he's on my team.
Facts.
I don't want to be going against that on the international stage. He's a good player.
I think there was a lot that had to do with him going to Man City from Liverpool. He was the highest paid English player, and maybe he still is. I'm not sure. And I think there was a little bit of animosity because, there's a little thing with Man City because it's owned by...
And it's crazy how young he is. It's crazy.
He's not even 25, I don't think.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
we did that episode, the results might, I think it's episode 81.
I mean, those Balotelli errors and the Nas and stuff, he was still like 19 at the time. That's what's crazy. 19, 20 years old back then.
Yeah, he was balling. He was playing center forward, putting big center forwards on his back.
I remember his debut, and they were like, oh, he was like 16? I was tripping.
Dugging out the paps. But yeah, I think that's honestly like two players getting into it in the locker room or whatever. Like, that's not a big deal.
No.
Like, anybody who's played sports long enough, like on any level where it's like there's pressure, you've had arguments and near fights with your teammates. Like, you have them on the damn field almost, but like, that's not a big deal. Like, they're going to figure it out. And honestly, like, if Gareth Southgate made the interpretation that Raheem Sterling was in the wrong, I just don't understand why it's got to be such a big media spectacle, because I don't think it would be the same if it was Harry Maguire or Harry Kane or Pinkford or somebody. Maybe Trippier, maybe Ross, maybe Barkley. I don't know.
Young Nigerians.
Yeah, Trippier ain't been exposed yet, but they might look
You're
at him.
Trying though. You're trying.
It's gonna come out. We're gonna see his dad. It's gonna look like Mike Tyson.
Blake Griffin's dad.
But yeah, definitely Trippier's dad could be the same complexion as LeVar Ball or whatever, Lonzo Ball, whatever his name is. He could easily be that complexion.
Or he could look like, never mind, I'm not doing this. All right. What if his dad looked like Daniel Ex Machina?
I want to see what his mom look like.
Hey, man.
Damn.
It's a Christian podcast.
Stupid. But yeah, anyway, do you want to get into the goal top 50 list?
Not if you didn't think it was that bad.
Okay,
the only issue I had with it was that they had...
Virgil van Dijk's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Messi number 2. Mohamed Salah number 3. Ronaldo number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mane number 5. Raheem Sterling number 6. Dr. Allison.
You think Mane's better than Raheem Sterling? I don't think so.
Okay. Well, as far as a better season, I feel like Raheem Sterling definitely had a better season. I don't like that a Man City player is number 6, is the first number 6. They won. They swept the league last year.
And there's 2 Liverpool players in the top 5.
2 Liverpool's players. No, there's 3 Liverpool players.
Allison's like up there too somewhere.
There's 3 Liverpool players. Van Dijk.
There's 6 Liverpool players on the list, dude.
Okay, top
both
5.
Both fullbacks.
Top 5. Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, and Sadio Mane. 3 in the top 5. They just won Champions League.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know when the dates for this is. I'm just like, obviously winning the Champions League is a big deal, but I'm like, damn dog, like Man City swept England, yo, like that's a big deal.
He's name it because I'm thinking of a name that's not on there yet.
8 was Frankie De Jong. Also, I don't like a goalie being number 7.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I don't like.
Also,
that.
no.
Don't put goalie. Give goalies their
keep
own
going
list.
because I'm about. This, I remember why I started getting mad.
Okay,
Please go.
Frankie De Jong number 8. Bernardo Silva number 9.
First of all, they definitely didn't watch him play, because I did.
Frankie De Jong. I'm sorry. Okay, Bernardo Silva number 9. Mbappe 10. Eden Hazard 11. De Ligt 12. 13 Kun Aguero. 14 Son of Tottenham. 15 Trent Alexander-Arnold. 16 Lewandowski. 17 Wait.
Why am I not hearing a Brazilian on there?
Who? Neymar?
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't even in the top 25.
Yeah. How are you gonna put on this list Tadic over Neymar, dude?
Well, why
freaking Ajax Tadic?
Well, why would you put Neymar?
Why would you put
Tadic? You're screaming at me, and I'm not.
Tadic?
Caesar.
He wasn't even better than the other dude. Was he Algeria? What's his name?
Ziyech.
Ziyech is better than
Tadic. Caesar, can I say this?
Tadic.
Can I say this? Can I say something? Because you're screaming into the mic. Neymar didn't play in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Tadic and them went to the semifinals with Ajax, and they won the league. So I'm not saying
they won the Dutch league. Whoop-de-doo! And what international tournament did Tadic play in? Rochambeau?
What did Neymar play in?
Huh? He could have.
Honestly, yeah.
Touche.
I mean,
at least put him on there 25 at principal.
I mean, so this.
I think in that season he got injured. He still had like 25 goals, 12 assists.
He definitely didn't, but I mean,
Wikipedia time. He definitely had like 20 goals.
He might have had 20, maybe. I don't know.
What did Tadic have?
I don't know, dog. But
I don't like how you're not backing this up just because you hate Neymar.
That's not true. I'm just saying Neymar didn't do much.
You hate Neymar.
Netherlands. Oh, wait, who did Tadic play for?
That was for Ajax.
No, I'm saying internationally.
He's Serbian. He played for the Serbian national team. This dude had 7. He played. Get out of here.
Is that Neymar or Tadic?
Tadic had 7 goals,
look up Neymar,
man.
Let's go Neymar.
Oh, damn, he had a great year.
Who,
18,
Tadic?
19. Yeah, I don't want
Let
to talk
me see.
He had 28 goals, 13 assists.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's the Dutch league. You can get a crack.
Yeah, you can get, okay. Champions League? Damn, he did have 9 goals in Champions League. Wow. He had a great year. Jesus. Okay, but where's international?
Okay, Caesar, can you look up Neymar's season?
Okay, Serbia.
Can you look up Neymar's season, please?
He didn't make it to qualifiers.
Can you look up Neymar's season,
He
please?
didn't make it to the World Cup, though. Yo, Tadic numbers are stupid. Hey, man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Hey, man, you got to get a better agent. Your agent's garbage. Jesus, man. Okay.
No more stressing. Oh, you need to go to career statistics.
You need to stop saying that every time I open this. I'm going to fight you. Whoa. Oh, 17, 15. That's a harder league, though.
15 goals.
It's a harder league, man.
Okay, can you look at Champions League? Keep going. Jesus Christ, Lord. This dude so daggone. Lord Jesus, Caesar, what are you doing? Can I do it? Caesar, where you going, B? It's right here. Caesar, stop. You're making me annoyed. Okay. Yeah, damn, your shit don't go. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. Continental. Yeah, 5 goals in the Champions League.
What are you looking at?
All in group stages.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yeah, how did you get it? Never mind. Neymar didn't deserve it.
It wasn't that bad. I just feel
yeah,
like
but I mean, damn, Tadic had 28 goals and 13 assists. What kind of goal numbers they got in Holland?
But
That's
it's-
what I gotta
but-
see.
but-
But I gotta see the Holland goal numbers. Is people
No,
dropping
for sure.
35s in there?
Yeah, for sure.
God.
But I just the only thing I had an issue with was I felt like Man City needed a little bit more love.
True. And why did Liverpool get 2 of their fullbacks in the top 25 in the fucking world?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Why'd you get 2
and
fullbacks?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like,
What about Pogba?
he didn't do shit last year.
Really?
No,
Didn't he win the World Cup at 18? 2018?
I don't know when this is supposed to be from till. But okay, also I just want to say this too. Like, I just don't know about a center back being the best player. I don't know about him being the top
I
in
think
the
he is.
world.
I think he's the best player in the world. He's ridiculous.
But it's a center back.
I'm okay with him being the best player in the world on the list. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
Because
I'd have to think about it
I'm
more. But I just feel like a center back doesn't affect
just-
the game as much. You know what I mean?
damn, he sure, damn sure affected Lukaku's game.
Lukaku's not even that good.
Yeah, but he affected Lukaku's game.
Easy. It's not like he's playing against Brazil center backs.
All right. On that note, so this is We Made It podcast.
Anyway, We Made It
Big
podcast.
hater. Mike Tyson, free Mike Tyson.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. I mean, gold.com, I guess they're, I get articles from there, but, I mean, it's not a bad list, and whatever about Virgil van Dijk, like, that's fine. But, yeah, We Made It podcast, episode 132. 132 episodes is like 150 uploads or something like that, and we still coming with the heat.
Coming up with
You
30s,
dig?
dude.
You dig?
I don't care when to hear this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
You feel me? Anyway, yeah, We Made It podcast, We Made It podcast.com, We Made It podcast on all social media. Holler. Yeah.